Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining Jeff and I this afternoon. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Well, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it?
Yeah, Monday was quite exciting.
Well, that's
So,
one word to use.
yeah. Well, we expected the terror. You and I discussed it on a previous webcast,
Yep.
and it we discussed it, and we thought that the tariffs would be lifted. We
Yeah.
weren't sure if it was going to go through, and guess what? Monday morning or Monday afternoon, it was paused. Kind of reminds you of if you go back to like the pandemic, financial crisis, 9/11, it was all over the news.
Yeah, it was like a panic one day thing. You don't know what's going to happen 10 minutes from right now. I totally agree. It was one of those days.
Yeah,
One of those days that happens every 10 years. And Monday was
yeah.
that day.
So I guess he had a few phone calls. I guess Trump had a few phone calls with Trudeau. And by the second negotiation, the second call, he had come up with a few negotiations. So everything for Canada was paused. Um, there was a lot of discussion about the fentanyl issue, Border Patrol, and all kinds of things. So the Toronto Stock Exchange, as we saw, plummeted. Well, it dropped about what, 3.1% come Monday morning.
Hmm? Yeah, it sure
So,
did. It fell off a cliff when the market opened. But on the weekend, you and I were going back and forth, and we said, tariffs? Yeah, right. Doubt it.
mhm,
I did not think this is going to happen. If it did,
right.
the whole auto sector would have shut down in 1 week because the autos are so heavily integrated between the US, Canada, and Mexico that they follow what is called a just-in-time inventory system. So they have parts ready to put the car on the sales lot a day or two before it's finished. So try putting together a car and selling it with no steering wheel or no car
Right.
or no tires.
Right.
Not going to
Right.
happen. So, I mean, to me, this was a bluff. We didn't think it was going to happen. 25% tariffs, forget it. It was never in the
Mhm.
question. And I was so surprised that so many people in the media and other investors thought it would happen. So leading up to this, we did raise cash throughout January.
Mhm.
We made two sales. We did buy a pipeline, which is up substantially since last week actually. But other than that, we did raise cash. We didn't put the whole amount of cash to work.
Right.
And on Monday morning, we thought that these tariff threats would be rescinded by the end of the day.
Mhm.
And so at 11 a.m., we called our buddy at the trading desk at National Bank, and we put over seven figures in dollar amounts to work buying a stock, one of our favorite stocks in the Toronto Stock Exchange. And we bought it because it dropped so much. And our clients are getting an 8.5% dividend yield on this thing
Yeah.
because it dropped so
Yeah.
much.
So they're going to have quite a bit of income coming in.
Hmm.
And if they hang on to it, if the price, I guess the value goes up in the stock, that's a double,
Yeah, it's
another
a
plus.
huge gain. I mean, if even if the price doesn't go up, if you're getting an 8.5% yield, they will double their money just on the income every 8 years. But we didn't buy it for the income. We bought it because we like the company and we think the price will go up. So, I mean, this was a great purchase. It was a great example of just taking advantage of an opportunity when it presented itself to us.
Right. A great contrarian investment.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with it. And as I said, it's an energy stock. So that's the sector we like the most right now, and I think it's the least vulnerable to any kind of tariffs.
And that was another negotiation issue that came up too, the energy sector. Instead of when all the threats were coming through,
Yeah.
they were actually talking about redirecting. Canadian redirect government was talking about redirecting the energy through to other countries to bypass the US.
Well,
So
I
there
mean,
was a lot of,
this. Yeah, I mean, these guys are getting Canadian energy at a discount as it is. We've been looking for years and years to diversify, and maybe this is the catalyst that we needed. This is like the
Yeah,
kick in the ass that this country requires to not be
yeah.
so heavily dependent on the United States.
So maybe it was really just a negotiation tactic that
Yeah,
Trump imposed.
that or I mean, this
Get the
guy,
panic running, everybody's, get everyone to stand up and pay attention and start the negotiations, which I think he's pretty well known for.
yeah, that's one opinion. The other opinion is this guy just likes to see his name on the front page of every newspaper in the world.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think our clients really benefited from this trade we made. Very happy about it, and there might be another
There you go.
opportunity in 30 days because
Yeah.
it's just a postponement. So we're not going to put all of our cash to work. We might let's find our second best idea. And 20 well like we're filming this on Tuesday, so 29 days from now we might have another opportunity, right?
Right.
Lucky us.
Good. All right.
Okay, thanks,
Thanks
Sunny.
very much.